So this was one of several meetings I've been at in the last couple of weeks with I want to call it conflicting information coming in from all sides and getting bombarded with some no-notice changes. We petitioned our friends at Wayne County, tell us what we need to know, fill us in, and let's keep the line of communication open. They set the meeting for June 4th. We and it happened on June 4th, right on time. We had 17 people present. I'm going to ask Treasurer and Mr. Budney to chime in on something because we were all at the meeting, as was Dale. We had schools represented. We had Ms. Beneteau was there. We had 4 or 5 from Wayne County, and they gave us the lowdown on the bridges. Mr. Ian covered the interior. We have 12 interior bridges in the island that are Wayne County's responsibility. The one to the BASF property, is that ours, theirs, or BASF's? Okay, so that's their problem, and the one to Hickory Island is the residents and the yacht club, and the rest are Mr. Smokes or Wayne County's. So it's a handful. The Parkway Bridge. First of all, I got asked even again today, when is the 14-month closure going to start? There's not a 14-month closure plan that we know about. There's not a 2-year closure plan that we know about. Or unless somebody at Wayne County was not being forthcoming, they don't anticipate a long-term closure. Is that reasonably, because that keeps coming out, it's going to be closed for a year, it's going to be closed for 14 months. Everybody has it on good information, except it didn't come from the township, and it didn't come from Wayne County. So wherever it's coming from, I wish it would stop. Now, that's not to say that it might not happen, but as right now, none is planned. So I'll give you the short version of what their consultants laid out for us on the repairs to the bridge. We're all aware that if you've been following the discussions on this, the original railroad bridge had X number of piers, and they built them on basically beds of rock. I won't call it rubble, but boulders. Boulders are held in position by wooden cribbing. They poured concrete piers on top of this bed of rocks. They did not go to bedrock. When the county took over the bridge in 1930, well, they started rehabbing it for a vehicle bridge in 31 and 32. They went to bedrock, built those piers. Those piers haven't budged. The railroad piers that were built in 1878, some settling has occurred. It's like buying a bag of potato chips. So to fix, and you see that as the bridge deck undulates, the lower points are on railroad piers, the higher points are on county piers. So engineering work to be performed. The short version, construction work to be performed. Work taking place below the water surface consists of encapsulating the timber cribs with marine-grade plywood, pressure grouting the interior of the cribs. So all those boulders will be held together by mortar. Once this is complete, concrete coring and geotechnical boring from the top of the footing into the bedrock will be performed. And he explained this to be done with, 10-inch diameter steel tubes run down to, his term was down to refusal. Okay, that means bedrock. They'll be filled with concrete. Enough of these will reach down to bedrock to support that pier as if the entire pier went to bedrock. Once that's done, that's not going to budge. Most, if not all of that work will be done from barges below the surface. There may be a point somewhere where the surface is broached and they might have to close it for a short period of time. And by short, I'm thinking a day, maybe 2. But they will presumably keep us advised. But you never know. Something might pop up. We will let you know as soon as we know about a bridge closure. Anticipated construction dates are spring, summer of 2019, and the coring and boring dates summer of 2019. Obviously, if they're working from barges, they can't be fighting ice flows, so it's going to have to wait till next spring, and that gives us some time to hopefully start lining up funding. Topic of my next conversation.
Brian, if I might just interject, and it's not just the piers that are leaking. They're going to redo all the piers. They said they were doing all of the railroad piers.
Yeah.
Not just the ones
that are deflected right. Noticeably. All of them are going to be
all of them are going to be redone.
Thank you. Let's see. Okay, that's contract number 1. Contract number 2. General work description: abutment and pier concrete repairs, structural steel repairs, repainting structural steel, mechanical repairs, and electrical repairs. Here's the beauty. Engineer's opinion of construction costs $17 million, and this will begin a year later, spring, summer, and fall of 2020. It's kind of the timetable, kind of the costing on it. They assured us that at this time, they anticipate no long-term delays. I think, was it Ms. Watts said that if we have they know there's going to be a period of time where the overpass over West River Road is going to need to be repaired. That is you can look this up, a dapped end bridge. It's a construction technique that applies to the ones that we have serious doubts about and those ones on Hines Drive. This is a dapped end bridge. And if they have a known closure of the swing portion of the bridge, that's when they're going to repair, or they plan to repair, the overpass. So I'm just going to say that might be a week-long repair, but they'll try to do that while they're doing the repairs on the swing bridge. Again, a lot of this is conjecture, because as they get into the structural repairs, they're going to find things that weren't anticipated. There may be some things that have to be repaired from the deck, but we were assured that the closures would be kept to a minimum possible. What did I leave out?
No, I think you covered it.
So again, these rumors, it's like playing whack-a-mole. This rumor pops up, you try to quell that one, another one pops up. There's no anticipated long-term closures of the Wayne County Bridge.
Right.